up in here.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and 7 now from the 28.
No chance. Mike 51, Mike 51. It's been a long day for you.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Slack is on!
Running with McFarland. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with McFarland. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 2nd and very short, Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Alert, alert!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting... this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Trying to power ahead with one. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Got a man open there. Jay Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
22 needle, 6, mega.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Matt Breida. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from midfield, here's Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down, blue, 32. Strike, check, strike. Ready, go.
Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll find Williams on the swing. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Slice blue.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and
off the play action, Tagovailoa.
9-yard line.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 9-yard line.
Washington, 3rd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Like 20. 77. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Alert. Up 2nd and 2. At the 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
White 80.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The ball carrier, Kamu Grugier-Hill on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down. And
they'll run here with McFarland. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, McFarland. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the counter. McFarland. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Black 20.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop it. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
The tackle
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On the crossing route, complete. It's Parker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Set, go. Ready.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running out of the game, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give them 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
On 2nd down, Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 31, 38. Black shot. Go.
Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Preston Williams on the throw from Tua. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle, looking at each other.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 26, Steelers 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 72 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense, because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Steelers 13.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Ready, go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's taken down at the 43, not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. That catch good for only a couple.
20, Monday.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
I got one. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready, set, go.
Tua going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up
So
second.
the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Again, McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Parker. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Ready, set, ready. Yellow, 43. Set, go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Breida. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.